Come, have a nice day. Today is Friday, 18th of October 2024. From the international history point of view, in 1867, United States takes possession of Alaska after purchasing it from Russia for $7.2 million. Celebrated annually in the state of as Alaska Day, 1898, the United States takes possession of Puerto Rico from Spain. 1900, Count Bernhard von Bülow becomes Chancellor of Germany. From the Indian history point of view, collapsing on Tuesday, 18th of October 1792, 30th June 1857, was the founder of the princely state of Jammu and Kashmir, the largest princely state in the British India. He became the first Maharaja of the state and played a crucial role in its formation and establishment. Starting the newspaper analysis with the newspaper The Hindu states that political parties, students' body held Supreme Court verdict on Section 6A of Citizenship Act in India. All Assam Student Union AASU supporters burst crackers to celebrate the judgment of the Supreme Court on Assam Accord near Sawahib Niyasim in Guwahati on October 17, 2024. Chief Justice of India G.Y. Chandrachud led bench upheld the cut-off date of March 25, 1971 for entry into Assam and granting citizenship as correct. AASU's signatory of Assam's Accord described the verdict as victory of Assam moment. Political parties across the spectrum on Thursday, October 17, 2024 welcomed the Supreme Court judgment on Section 6A of the Citizenship Act, inserted into the Act as a special provision to deal with the citizenship of people covered under the Assam Accord. In a majority verdict, the Supreme Court upheld the constitutional validity of Section 6A, which grants Indian citizenship to immigrants who came to Assam between the January 1st, 1966 and March 25, 1971. The Constitution Bench, led by Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud, also upheld the cut-off date of March 25, 1971 for entry into Assam and granting the citizenship as correct. The Supreme Court judgment is a victory of AASU, All Assam Gana Sangram Parishad, and its partners, groups, and all other organizations working for the interest of the state, it added. Along with the AASU, All Assam Gana Sangram Parishad was the other signatory of the Assam Accord. The third signatory of the historic pact was Rajiv Gandhi-led central government. History verdict. The former minister and senior BJP leader Ravi Shankar Prasad hailed the Supreme Court order as a history verdict on the constitutional validity of the Section 6A of Citizenship Act. Now, stated that Israel's Netanyahu says Sinwar killing beginning of the end of Gaza war. A protester holds a sign during the demonstration calling for an hostage deal on October 17, 2024 in Tel Aviv, Israel. The Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar was reportedly killed in an Israeli strike in Gaza on Thursday. Israel's foreign minister Israel Katz confirmed the news in a message to his global counterparts. Sinwar is widely thought to have organized the deadly attacks in Israel on October 7, 2023, and became a leader of Hamas after the assassination of the group's previous leader Israel Hanegya in July month. United States President Joe Biden, reacting to Yahya Sinwar's death, said, "This is good day for Israel, for the United States, and for the world." Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Thursday, October 17, 2024, that the killing of a Hamas chief Yahya Sinwar in the Gaza Strip was the beginning of the end of the long war in the Palestinian territory. The Israeli military said that after a lengthy hunt, troops had on Wednesday, October 16, 2024, eliminated Yahya Sinwar, the leader of the Hamas terrorist organization, in an operation in the southern Gaza Strip. Hamas has not confirmed his death. Mr. Netanyahu, who vowed to crush Hamas at the start of the war, hailed Sinwar's killing saying while this is not the end of the war in Gaza, it is the beginning of the end. He had earlier called the Sinwar's death an important landmark in the decline of the evil rule of Hamas. The chief of Hamas in Gaza at the time of the October 7 attack that sparked the current war. Sinwar became the militant group's overall leader after the killing in July month of its political chief Ismail Haniyeh. He is said to have masterminded the October 7 attack, the deadliest in Israeli history, which resulted in the deaths of 1,206 people, mostly civilians, according to a AFP tally of official Israeli figures that includes hostages killing in captivity. War in the Lebanon. Now, Israel is also fighting war in Lebanon, where a Hamas ally Hezbollah a front by launching cross-border strikes that forced tens of thousands of Israelis to flee their homes. Hezbollah said Thursday it was launching a new phase in its war against Israel, saying it had used precision-guided missiles against troops for the first time. On the same day, Israel conducted strikes on the southern Lebanese city of Tyre, where the militant group and its allies hold sway. The Lebanese National News Agency reported strikes on the Bekaa Valley after Israel had issued evacuation warning for the civilian there. The Israeli military said 5 soldiers were killed in a combat in the southern Lebanon, taking to 19 the number of troop deaths announced since Israel began raids into the Lebanon last month. In Lebanon, the war since the late September month has left at least 1,480 people dead, according to an AFP tally of Lebanese health ministry figures, though the real toll is likely higher. The war has also drawn in other Iran-aligned armored groups, including in Yemen, Iraq, and Syria. Iran on October 1st conducted a missile strike on Israel, for which Israel has vowed to retaliate. Tehran's mission to the United Nations said Thursday that Sinwar's killing would lead to the strengthening of resistance in the region. United States charges former RNAW official in murder for high plot against Gurpatwant Singh Panun. Sikh separatist leader Gurpatwant Singh Panun. Vikas Yadav, who is believed to be no longer a government employee, has been charged with 3 counts, including murder of hire and conspiracy of commit money laundering. All India RNAW official was involved in a plot to kill a separatist Sikh American nationalist last summer in and around the state visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Federal prosecutors alleged on Thursday, October 17, 2024, in a damaging indictment filed in a United States court in New York. The official, identified as Vikas Yadav, 39, was employed by the Cabinet Secretariat, which houses India's Foreign Intelligence Service, the Research and Analysis Wing, RANAW, the federal prosecutors claimed. Today's charges demonstrate that the Justice Department will not tolerate attempts to target and endanger Americans and to undermine the rights to which every United States citizen is entitled, the United States Attorney General Merrick B. Garland said. The defendant, an Indian government employee, allegedly conspired with a criminal associate and attempted to assassinate a United States citizen on American soil for exercising their First Amendment rights, said FBI Director Christopher Wray. The Indian government has denied its association or involvement with such a plot to kill an American national on United States soil. Following allegations by the United States, New Delhi had set up an inquiry committee to investigate the matter. The United States has expressed satisfaction on cooperation from India on this. Now, going towards the Hindustan Times newspaper states that Canada is sitting on requests to extradite suspects, says India. Once again, Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson Randir Jaiswal briefs the media in New Delhi. Doubling down on the assertion that Canada has not shared any evidence to back up allegations of India officials being linked to the killing of the pro-Palestinian separatist Hardeep Singh Nijjar. India on Thursday said the Justin Trudeau government's action belied his remarks about following a One India policy. Like gender gap in a labor to boost GDP. Women who are part of self-help groups SHG in Bhutpur village on Bundi district hold a meeting. Achieving gender equality in India could boost the GDP by $700 billion by 2025, representing a 16% increase over the current contribution. Prior to present, women contribute about 18% of the India's GDP, significantly below the global average of 37%. This indicates a vast potential for growth if gender gaps in employment are addressed. Now, going towards the economy of the country from the business point of view, ORS rupees 75 per kg for tomatoes, rupees 50 per kg for onions. 29% of households cut down the vegetable consumption. One of the two Indian households are now paying over rupees 75 per kg for tomatoes, or rupees 50 plus per kg for onions, and over rupees 40 per kg for potatoes. The survey conducted by the local circles said. One of the two Indian households are now paying over rupees 75 per kg for tomatoes, or rupees 50 plus per kg for onions, and over rupees 40 per kg for potatoes, the survey conducted by local circles said. Direct taxes to the total tax revenue surges to 56.72% in the financial year 2024, highest in 14 years. The Time series data reveals another trend of personal income tax collections in surging higher than corporate tax collections for the second year running. Barring financial year 2022, personal income tax collection have been higher than the corporate tax collections for the last 4 years. Excessive pricing. Reserve Bank of India bars for NBFCs from giving loans. This action is based on material superior supervisory concerns observed in the pricing policy of these companies in the terms of their widened average lending rate and the interest spread charged over their cost of funds, which are found to be excessive and not in adherence with the regulations. These are also found to be not in conformity with the provisions laid down under the Fair Practices Code issued by the Reserve Bank of India said. I'm going to the world news, including how Israeli military found and killed the Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar in Gaza. United States will redouble our efforts to end the Gaza war after Sinwar's death, Secretary Blinken. Australia's Northern Territory resumes jailing 10-year-old amid controversy. Biden says Hamas leader Sinwar's death is a good day for the world and compares it with the Osama bin Laden's killing. From Biden's hail to Macron's call for hostage release, Harvard reacted to Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar's killing. Hamas will no longer rule Gaza, Netanyahu, after the Yahya Sinwar's killed in Gaza operation. According to our science and tech, we have Thiruvananthapuram Observatory captures stunning images of the rare comet C 2023-A3. A sighting of comet C 2023-A3 through Chinchan Atlas, the bright spot on the left of the frame from Thiruvananthapuram Astronomical Observatory on Thursday, also seen in Omega Serpentis, a star in the Serpentis constellation. Although the comet was closest to the Earth on October 12, the inclement weather in Thiruvananthapuram hindered observations on that day. The Kerala University-run Thiruvananthapuram Astronomical Observatory has successfully captured images of the bright comet C 2023-A3 also Chinchan Atlas since Wednesday, marking a significant milestone in the field of observational astronomy in the region. The comet from the Okhotsk cloud was discovered by the Purple Mountain Observatory in China on January 9, 2023, and later independently found by Atlas South Africa on September 22, 2023. The comet became visible to the naked eye after the passing of perihelion on September 27 at a distance of just 0.39 astronomical unit from the Sun. Although the comet was closest on Earth on October 12, the inclement weather in the Thiruvananthapuram hindered observations on that day. The comet had remained elusive to our telescopes until the last night. R.J. Krishnan, director of the observatory, said on Thursday he credited the efforts of Rock Dev, head of telescope operations and research assistant Steve Fazal, for the sighting. Though it has been described as the brightest comet in our decade, it is not expected to reach the iconic brilliance of the comet Hale-Bopp. The Great Comet, which dazzled observers in 1997. The observatory welcomes the public to view the comet during its open hours from 6 p.m., provided the skies are clear, allowing everyone to witness the celestial spectacle. Diabetes drug metformin, safe for men who may become fathers. Study this image made by available by the United States Food and Drug Administration on Thursday, May 28, 2020, shows a label for the drug metformin. Tracking more than 3 million pregnancies in the Norway and Taiwan, researchers found no association between birth defects and use of the metformin by fathers during the 3 months before conception, which is the period of sperm development. Men can take the widely prescribed diabetes drug metformin without fear of causing birth defects in their children, according to the results of large study published on Wednesday, October 16, 2024. Tracking more than 3 million pregnancies in the Norway and Taiwan, researchers found no association between birth defects and use of metformin by fathers during the 3 months before the conception, which is the period of sperm development. Metformin, a relatively inexpensive generic medicine, is typically the first drug prescribed for the type 2 diabetes, by far the more prevalent from the disease. A 2022 study from Denmark had found that the metformin was associated with the 1.4 times greater risk of birth defects in boys whose fathers were taking the drug. The studies conducted since have not confirmed that association. Researchers reveal an intricate gut-brain connection to a Parkinson's disease. Studies have suggested that gastrointestinal dysfunction may precede the onset of motor symptoms, highlighting a complex interplay between the gut and the brain in PD. Is there a gut-brain connection in Parkinson's disease, PD? Recent research suggests a gut-first hypothesis or a gut-brain connection in PD, a pathway that could mark a significant shift in how the neurodegenerative disorder is looked at, its diagnosis, its progression, and its treatment. A recent study, upper gastrointestinal mucosal damage and subsequent risk of Parkinson's disease, published in the JAMA Network Open, found that a history of upper GI MD was associated with an increased risk of developing PD. The cohort study of 9,350 patients with no prior history of PD found that mucosal damage on upper endoscopy was associated with a 76% greater risk of PD diagnosis. At last, Kolkata doctors strike unearthing malaise in healthcare systems. Visitors at the site where the junior doctors are sitting on a hunger strike in Kolkata. West Bengal's healthcare expenditure is 1% of its gross state domestic product, and 68% of the healthcare and expenses in the state come from the pockets of the patients, the second worst figure in India after the Uttar Pradesh. The rape and murder of the doctor at Kolkata Arjikar Medical College on August 9 brought doctors all over the country onto the streets. As of now, junior doctors in Kolkata have been on hunger strike for several days, and their peers in other parts of the state have expressed their support with a symbolic strike of their own. 3 doctors on hunger strike have had to be hospitalized after their condition deteriorated. State government has thus far punished many police and administrative officials. At last, there is a famous quotation said by a famous Islamic scholar, Maulana Rumi, whose full name is Jalaluddin Muhammad Rumi. Birth anniversary 30th September 1207. Up to 17 September 1273, was a 13th century poet, Hanafi fiqh, jurist, Islamic scholar, Maturidi theologian, Mutakallim, and a Sufi mystic originally from Crater Khorasan in the Greater Iran. Rumi's work were written mostly in Persian, but occasionally he also used Turkish, Arabic, and Greek in his verse. His Mathnavi, composed in Konya, is considered one of the greatest poems of the Persian language. Rumi's influence has transcended national borders and ethnic divisions. Iranian, Afghans, Tajiks, Turks, Kurds, Greeks, Central Asian Muslims, as well as the Muslims of the Indian subcontinent, have greatly appreciated his spiritual legacy for the past 7 centuries. His poetry influenced not only the Persian literature but also the literary traditions of the Ottoman Turkish category. Pashto, Kurdish, Urdu, and Bengali languages. Rumi's works are widely read today in their original languages across the Great Iran and the Persian-speaking world. His poems have subsequently been translated into many of the world's languages and transposed into various formats. Rumi has been described as the most popular poet. He is very popular in Turkey, Azerbaijan, and South Asia, and became the best-selling poet in the United States. Maulana Rumi says a very famous quotation. He says that you are not a drop in the ocean, you are the entire ocean in a drop. Okay, thank you.